Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quality Now. I'm your host, Lavender. This podcast is all about diving deep into the meaningful conversations and improving the quality of our lives. I believe in the power of quality time, which means being fully present with the loved ones, friends, and family. Together, we'll explore relationship, self-development, and the quality moments that inspire us to live better. Join me on this journey and create a life full of quality moments right here, right now. Hello, everyone. This is Lavender, and this is Coco, my friend. And today, I'm so excited to invite her to this episode, and we gonna talk about the latest updates and also the feelings and thoughts. So, Coco, what's your feeling right now?
Very excited. Hello, everyone. I'm Coco. It's my great pleasure to come to Lavender's this episode. Yes. So I will answer whatever she wanted to talk about. I also have a lot would like to share with everyone.
Okay, she's well known, like the very good at English and also the talking. So I'm really looking forward to our talks tonight. So right now we are in a cafe, and this is my favorite cafe. So you can see the decoration is very beautiful. Yeah, and recently I have talked with Coco very frequently, and she has met she has found her new love jobs and also got many offers, which are like sharing like your journey of fighting for this job.
Well, I think it's a very long journey, and I think 1 hour is not enough for me to talk about them all.
Let's start with your recent week.
Oh yes. First of all, after I got all these offers, what I feel is really excited. But actually, this is not a long period. It's only lasts for more than nearly 20 days. Yes. So it's not very long, but actually there is a lot of dilemmas and a lot of very hard struggles. So it feels like a very long journey in my life. And in the very first place, when I come back from my long travel for 20 days, so because of the finance problem, I feel very urgent to find a job. But at that time, actually, I was suffering from the self-doubt, something like that, that I feel I have no value at all, That at that time, my feeling is it's not possible for me to find a proper work
job.
Yeah. So in the first week or maybe 5 days or something like that, that I spend a lot of time at home facing my computer and try to update my resume.
Yeah.
But I find nothing to talk about in that, because I have what is my value, what is advantage, what can I do for the new company, and I didn't even know what kind of job should I searching for at that time. So I take a lot of steps to make this happen, and 20 days later, now I get several offers. Do you want to hear that story?
Of course. Yeah. So I'm wonder that what make you stepping out of the very first self-doubt into like the next action?
Finance problem, actually.
Okay, money can push forward everything, right?
Yes. Money can change your lives, and if you have no money, then everything will be changed too. Yes, because at that time I spent a lot of money in traveling, and I had a really happy time. So how happy I was during my travel, then how nervous I've been when I need to pay the bills. So my bank account asked me to, no matter how you feel, get the job right now. So this self struggle that make me feel worse, because I was very supportive. Oh no, I cannot find a job. But on the other hand, there's two people in my heart. Find a job. You must find a job. They say, oh no, I don't know how to find a job.
Okay.
You must find a job. So there is spend a lot of time that's crying and feel very self pity and something like that. Actually, I didn't try any the valid steps to change it. I think just I find myself need help. So I think the very important step I take in the very first place is I decided to ask for help.
Oh.
Yes.
Can I explain like what you ask home for help or talk to someone?
Yes. Now I want to talk organization called Toastmasters. I met this wonderful lady in the Toastmaster, the Guangzhou Galaxy Toastmaster Club.
We are all members.
Yes.
In Galaxy.
Yes. Because I think several months or several weeks before I have the dilemma in finding jobs, one of our members silenced. He was also asking for help from you and Rebecca and right, you know that. But I was not in Guangzhou at that time. But I see the information from our group.
Yeah.
So it says, wow, how wonderful about our Galaxy members. How wonderful is our Galaxy families. That's, I think I feel very touched at the time. But actually I was enjoying my travel. So, so when so when I came back and I don't know how to update my resume. I don't know what kind of job should I look for. The last job I having was lawyer. I was a lawyer. Yeah. And now I'm still a lawyer. So
that changed your path.
Yes. So I went to one of the best lady in our Galaxy Club, Rebecca. She's really experienced and she's very successful, and most importantly, she's really, really kind and she's really willing to help everyone. You know. Yeah. It's not like as you're a good person, she would like to help. A good person. So she's really kind. At first I just asked her that, Rebecca, do you have 10 minutes for me after our regular meeting on Thursday night? Because I have some job problems. I need to find a new job. No. 10 minutes?
Not enough.
Also, are you available on this day? We have lunch together. My cheat. It should be my cheat. So
that's the day?
Yeah. She asked just the day. We have the lunch together before the gathering. Yeah. That's the day I went to her for help. That could you give me some advice or suggestion on my career? Because at that time I already completely lost myself. I don't know what I should do. I don't know my advantage. So the first action is I went to someone I really trust, and she's really great. And we have a deep trust and for each other, I think. She also have some trust for me that I'm a trustworthy person. So the first step I take is that. And the second is ask questions and listen to the feedbacks. Because I asked her a lot of questions that I described my dilemma and how I feel about my last job. And what's my struggle and everything. And she just gave me the feedback. So I asked some significant questions. Maybe it's also for your reference. The first thing is, what do you think about my advantage? So I asked Rebecca that, what do you think that, what kind of advantage do you think I have? So from her perspective, because she's really experienced. So if I don't know anything about myself, so we can ask a third party or anybody else to give us some feedback. So we will know that, other person has this kind of opinion for us.
Yes, I think it's a clever way. So first is that you chose an experienced one, and also you know each other, because we have the regular meeting every week, and also we have the project called collaboration. So we have the like collaboration experience, and then she can give you the exact feedbacks. I think this is the right person, a right decision you made for the first step.
I feel very smart right now, you know. I make a really wonderful choice for that. Yes. So and then I also asked a lot of questions that, like, one of the, I think is very most interesting.
Yeah.
She gave me a suggestion that I think you will be a very good lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I asked her that I don't know what I should do if I make the decision to change my career and decided not to be a lawyer. And she said, no, you should be the lawyer. And she gave me a lot of reasons, not a lot, but very important reasons that give me the feedback about how to think of me, my personalities, my skills, and, everything is very related to our career. She gave me very significant feedback. Thank you, Rebecca. So I just I took that and I make the sales analyst, and I spent a lot of time in the sales aspiration actually after that.
Okay. Yeah. So can I ask that can you share with us that your like 3 biggest advantage?
English. I'm sorry right now. English language.
English.
My language skill.
Wow. Yes, definitely. Every time like you speak up, everyone will be impressed by you.
Yes,
and your accent and also your fluent delivery.
Yes.
And also your passionate tone.
Yeah.
When you are speaking. Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, I'm very proud now. Thank you. Yes.
Second.
Yes. Actually, this is the first important one. I want to add some details because now all the offers I got right now is because this my language advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm not that very experienced as a lawyer. But there is a lot of lawyers here in China. They don't have the language skill that I have. So that's company that need those persons that have this language skills. And I just found that because I point out and I'm enlarge my language skill in my resume and all my conversation and communication with those companies and law firms. I expand that and tell this is the value that I can offer you. And this value is exactly what they need. So they just give me the offers very quickly. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, so I think that before I want to share my second and third advantage, I think when that's regarding finding new jobs or changing career, I think it's very significant for us to recognize our advantage and connect our advantage to the values or the needs of the company, especially our idle ones. Yeah, totally. And sometimes it's not that easy to figure that out. And sometimes like among all the skills and capabilities, one person might not dig out his like biggest advantage. Yes, actually I think I spent since the first day I struggle finding the new jobs. That is one of the most important questions I keep asking myself almost every minute. That is what I can do and what am I good at. So after my conversation with Rebecca, the other action I make to find out my first advantage and the later one is I timeline everything I have done in my life in the past 28 years. Wow. Yes. Is it your first time to do this timeline or outline all the things you do? Yes, this is exactly the first time because in my previous updates of my resume, I just picking in your memory. Just, something coming into my mind and I just write it down in the resume. Actually, it's not that words, I think. Yes. It's not enough, or I should say it's not enough. Yeah. So I push myself to face my life because I feel myself like a failure, a total failure. But so I just face my struggle in my heart and bravely, with great bravery, actually, I think. And I just pick it up. And I think one of the most amazing thing happens, when you timeline everything happens in your life, everything you did, you find that actually you are a good person. You are not as fast as you thought about yourself. So I think that's the change of our energy, self-energy. Yes. I think that this should also be like the strength of like
positive thinking.
Yeah.
And because when we are in a self-doubt situation, normally we might feeling depressed by what we suffered right now.
Yeah.
And our attention mainly focus on, oh, I did bad in this and I did bad in that, and I cannot handle everything. Just like that kind of down emotions.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And so do you still remember like how many ups and downs in your past?
You mean in my life?
Yeah, in your
total life. Wow.
Yeah, because you said you have already listed all the like significant things or all the things you've done.
Yes, I'm not that very, not in your way, you know, it's another way. But I think there is maybe I can count it down. The first is in most of the time actually it's my downtown and the down period, what it's called. Yeah, most of the time. I have my first peak, the peak period is actually in my junior high school. Because at that time, but before that it's actually feel very sad and struggle. Yeah,
you mean when like in your childhood? Yeah,
total childhood. Because the first time in my life when I get to the junior high school, I got friends. And I have good grades in my study.
Okay.
Yeah, and I achieved my goal.
Okay.
But before that, I'm totally
didn't feel anything.
Yeah, because I think nobody liked me and I don't have friends at all. So I think the first peak is actually in my junior high school. And then I came down to the down of my life because I failed in my university entrance examination.
That's a really important time.
Yeah. And then after you get down to the downs, you will have the second peak in my life. My second peak is, I think, is actually my university time. Yeah. Because at that time I met the biggest failure in my life, early life. So I need to try hard and want to pull myself out of that down valley. Yeah. So I spent all my time studying English. I already spent a lot of time studying English to build up my this advantage of language during my senior high school, but it didn't change anything because my English grade is really bad in the university entrance examination. You know, I only got, I think, 120 scores, but the full marks is 150. Yeah. It's not actually a good mark because according to my teacher, I should achieve maybe 140. Yes, that will be, but not bad, really bad. So I need to make up for it. So I spent nearly all my time in my university to achieve my advantage of English. I took the BEC. It's called Business English Certificate. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, and then the IELTS test. IELTS. If you want to go abroad, you will take the TOEFL or the IELTS test. And at the time, because of I didn't join a good university as I expected, so I really want to go to a better university for my master's degree abroad. So it's my first time in my life that I really want to apply for the master's degree. Yeah. And then this come to my second down, I think third. My bad math. Sorry. Yes. So I achieved very good goals in my university because of my wonderful language presentation. You know, during my university, I beat down all my senior higher students from the English majors. Yeah, I won them, and I become the champions of the speech contest, the debate contest. So at that time, I feel, wow, I'm really great. I am better than that professionals, you know, at that time. But I failed. I didn't get any offer when I applied for my master's degree. Okay. I applied several wonderful schools in the UK, but none of them offer me the offer. So it's actually, of course, this is a very down period in my life too. Yeah. And this also gave me a turning point to my first official job. I went to a 5-star international hotel and worked for the sales marketing office. And I think this gave me another up in my life. Okay. Because during that working, it's helped me to build my professional advantage which helped me to get my offers right now, because at that first job, I was in charge. Of course, I paid a lot of effort to win the opportunity to take charge of the foreign markets in my office. So I have that experience to service the foreign clients in our companies. I take charge of all of them. And I also have the experience to some foreign affairs groups. So serving the counselors and something very important, significant people in our life, and even some of the prime ministers from the other countries. So it is, of course, a very important experience. So I mark it down all in my resume to prove to the law firms that I am really professional, because I spent 2 years serving the foreign clients, and my boss was foreigners too. So I use this. It's also, I think, it's very good things to prove my professionality right now in my new work. Yes. And then it's come to the downgrade because of the COVID. So at that time, I just quit my job to apply for the master degree for the second time. But I lost the opportunity because of the world circumstances. So yes, of course, I think this is a very down period. That's wandering around, having no jobs, couldn't go abroad for 6 months. And then I have the opportunity very suddenly and apply for the law school. So I went to I went to the law school to get my second bachelor degree. And then I have my second job as a lawyer. My experience is not that very happy. So it's very hard to describe. I hope I am experiencing my uptown, my peak time, but I'm not really sure. I think what I learned from all these ups and downs is to keep the peace in your heart. Don't keep thinking about now it's really now it's really good or now it's very bad, to making all those judgments. Just thinking that it's just experience. We will all die finally. It's okay.
No. I think that it's not my first time to hear about this life analysis. I think it's really meaningful to highlight the important moments in our life, no matter it's a peak or a down point. And from what we can grasp from this moment is that we can look for the peaks, and then it builds up our confidence. And then we can, for the down points, we can learn or grasp that what make us fail at that moment, or we can, if we don't want to analyze at that moment, we can just skip. And I totally think that to enlarge our strength is much more important to cover all the shortage.
I can't agree more.
So it's really good that you have find your first biggest advantage as the English, because I think it's really the most shining point.
Yes, this is also I learned it from the feedbacks from Rebecca's and many people around me.
So before she told you don't think it as an advantage that you can find when you can use in looking for your job.
Because I think language is, my pronunciation or something like that make me feel that I'm really good at this language. Yes, it's also help me to, with some validity that's, I'm really great. Everybody is remind me of that. But I don't think it's very useful in your work, in my work. Because, when as my first job as a lawyer, I didn't get any opportunity to speak English at all. So this is why I went to the Toastmasters, that I need to find the opportunity. So I didn't find a connection between the foreign language and my work. So I didn't link it together because I didn't have any opportunity to do it in my previous job. So I didn't recognize that can be used as an advantage in the work. So there is some blind
area.
Yeah, in my recognition. So yes, so I think there is also some changing that I get a lot of failures, because in the very first place when I just sent out my resume and directly to my ideal law firms, but the HR didn't give me any reply. But you can see that they have already read your message on the system. So every time I'm really disappointed. So I also spend a lot of time and energy to help myself to keep positive and keep doing that. You can imagine that, right? Because it's very, very sad. But the second, or I think the third changing point is actually I got my first invitation for an interview.
Okay, it's from a law.
Yeah, it's also for a law firm. Okay. Yeah, because my first invitation for interview, its position is called a foreign related lawyer.
Oh, okay.
So it actually like a feedback from that. Oh, that position needs me.
Okay.
Oh, there is some position needs my language skills, because I write a lot of things in my resume. So this is the turning point that how I adapted my resume. I even put my experience in the Toastmaster into the resume.
That's totally, and I think I add up.
Yeah. Yeah, you know that I didn't get the offer from my first interview, the first law firm. But it's actually very significant in my journey of finding a new job, because it's helped me to recognize that, oh, I can use this into my new work. Yeah. And there's a lot of companies that in the market, they need it. They have the needs of the foreign language. And they need the person that who is experienced in law and who is also very good at foreign language. So I didn't get an offer from my first interview from my first law firm. But after that, I adapted my resume completely. I think actually completely, totally. And then I got many offers after that.
Wow, that's really great. So recognizing the advantage is really important.
Yeah, I think you asked a very wonderful question. This is, I think, is very turning point, because you didn't recognize that, oh, this is the advantage that can be used. And how you learn from your experience, I think is also very important, right? Learn from your experience, even though it's a failure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think during the interviewing process, there should be a many try, because you can for many interviewers interviewee.
I am the interviewee.
The interviewers they need to apply to many positions, and then they have the different kind of communication and conversations with the job hunters, and then they can know what exactly I can adjust or adapt to the next point. So I really appreciate or learn from my previous colleague that I showed you that she tried for at least 10 times when she looked for her job, and then she put her ideal ones at the final. Yeah, I think this can generate or gather more experience. So the first didn't get the offer. That's not a big deal.
You know what I want to share right now while listening to her? You know what's one of my other significant point that helped me is have a friend like Lavender.
Okay.
You're also one of my turning point. Because I feel very sad when I didn't get any invitation or any feedback from the HR. I sent you the message. Do you remember? Some days ago. I told you that I didn't get the offer, and you share something like that. You need to apply for at least 10 companies. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then I replied, oh yes, I need to apply for 10 companies.
You only applied one and you got 10?
Yeah.
That's totally don't work.
Yes. And I don't know how all the audience know about Lavender from her previous episodes, but as a friend, I really want to describe Lavender as a very positive girl. You know that someone like me that's very easily to get down to that connected to those negative things and just keep self-doubting. Someone like me, you will know the feeling, right? If you have a friend like Lavender who is very positive and who is very supportive and always would like to give you those positive and recognition, it will help you a lot, you know. So at that time, I get the message from her telling me that just apply for 10 companies. You know, I applied for at least I think 60. I sent my resumes on different platforms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more than 60 in only one platform. So from different platform, you can imagine how many of that. I finally get some invitation. So no, I'm not talking about invitation. I'm talking about you. That is, if you have a friend like that and you are willing to talk with her to share your experience, you can receive the positive energy from your friend. And it's very important support. Because, you know, before I have the offer, my first offer, I didn't have the bravery to connect to my parents because I feel really guilty at that time.
Okay.
Yes, because I didn't connect to my parents at all.
You mean that you didn't share with them you are hunting for the job and you didn't find one?
No. I didn't share anything with them before until my first offer.
Okay.
Because at that time, because you know that when I get my first offer, on the same day I get my second offer. So so I need to discuss with my family that because my mother also have a very experience in law, so I can discuss with her that which offer is more suitable for me, better for my career development. But you know, before my first career in the more than 2 weeks, I didn't send any message. I didn't call my parents at all because I felt very guilty. I spent a lot of money, but now I'm unemployed. Oh my God, I think I ruined my parents' life. You know, I feel really, really guilty. I feel really guilty. So when I connect with you and you tell me, you know, that you didn't say that, but what I feel from your feedback for me is that it's okay. It's very normal. So it's not very bad of you, but just because it's very normal, it's very regular. So just keep going. So I suddenly have the energy and the support that, okay, I can keep going.
Wow, I feel so surprised that you at that my feedbacks at that time can give you so much energy and congratulations. And I feel so humble and also honored that I got this good and comments from you.
Yeah.
And
always, you know that how we build up our friendships, because I was your vice president education, right?
Yeah.
So that is my first journey of the leadership, right? The leadership journey in Toastmasters. That's the very beginning. And at that time, you already have the habits, maybe your personal habits, to offering positive feedbacks.
You know, sometimes I also curious why I'm so positive.
Okay, meanwhile, I'm also very curious that why I was so negative. My God. So at that time, you already have the habits to offering the positive feedback. So this is actually one of the most important lessons. No other lessons as important as the lesson I learned from you. Just keep offering positive feedback. You know, it's also very important for us to give ourselves positive feedbacks.
Yes.
Because if someone like me that always say, wow, you're a total failure, you are nothing good at it, you're blah, blah, blah. Of course, you have no energy to do the thing you should really do.
If someone said too much, like, I don't know, if someone like your friends or some classmates or roommates tell you about too many negative things to you, don't take them as friends. So yeah, really strong. I keep sharing the negative story about myself. You're still very patient. Yeah, you're still very positive and very patient listening to me. So let me think. And then this wise lady, this positive lady, will started asking me some wise questions. So I have the opportunity that
that is the opportunity I can learn myself more. You remember the discussion?
Yeah, in Xinjiang.
No, not only in Xinjiang, after the Xinjiang journey, when I was really suffering from COT, remember? So at that time, the four of us have dinner together.
In the nice snacks.
Yes, I spent 1 hour and you asked me a lot of significant questions. So I think this is how I learned from you that night. I think I am also wise too, because I learned from you, I have the ability to learn from you, that you ask me a lot of significant questions to better know myself. So I think this is the pattern I learned from you. I didn't mean to do it, but I find myself keep doing that, observing how you do things, how you treat others, how you treat yourself, and how you help yourself. So I'm not mean to keep overlooking you, but I find that wow, it's really great. Lavender is doing a great thing, and maybe I can try next time. So at that time, I keep complaining maybe for 2 hours.
Listen, just open our ears.
It's very kind. It's very kind of all the thank you, Scarlett. Thank you, Dog. Listening to my complaint for 2 hours. Because at that time it's really hard for me. I at that moment I really want to stop, to end my journey in the Toastmaster. So it's actually very significant for all the support from my Galaxy's teammate that's to support me, listening to my story and keep telling us, no, Coco, you are very good. So it's bad very of them, but not you. Keep telling me something like that. It's very supportive. So, and meanwhile, when I get the supportive and recognition, also you ask me those significant questions, the pattern of asking those significant questions, help me to get myself out of the down valley. When I was struggling, I couldn't find a new job. I didn't get an invitation. I learned to ask some significant questions, like what you asked me. So that's the significant question, something like what you can do.
Okay.
What are you good at? And one of the most difficult questions to answer is, what do you want to do? Yeah. Do you have the answer? Because, I didn't have the answer. Even though I have already got the offer. I feel very honored I can get an offer, but I'm not really sure that...
It's normal.
It's normal?
Most people can find their purpose or can find their destination until the end.
What a wise man. Yes, I didn't want to recognize that. Because I find it's before in my youth time and even before my failures in finding a new jobs, before that, I didn't have the bravery to face my own failure. At that time, if I know someone that I don't know what I like, I would say that, oh, what a failure. This person. But actually, I find myself.
Oh, yeah, that's self.
Yeah. My God, I'm the same. But when I faced the truth, when I started to face myself and face the truth of myself, I started to recognize what you said just now. Yes, it's very normal. And I am the same. I didn't really know what I really like. Or because there is a very long period in my life that I find my life has no value or no meaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that for most of us, and especially when we graduated from the college, because we spend most of our time like learning and studying and then preparing for the exam. So I think it's normal.
Yeah.
For our like college or students, they cannot find their purpose.
Yeah.
And they need some time to explore and also to develop the self-awareness of what to do. Yeah. I think this is all the explore journey, and we as long as we keep thinking on that and keep practicing and also keep trying, we will get there closer and closer. And also, I think the destiny is not one single point. Maybe like in these 5 years, we can move toward this direction, and then in the next 5 years we can find another new direction. I think it can be changed. It doesn't mean that I need to fight at one end at right now period, and then we need to move all the way there.
You know what's interesting is I really have the ideas like that. Before, yes, even now I still have the feeling that if you're very bad, if I don't find the destiny of your life, I think it's sometimes I feel that, wow, Tolerant, I asked him a question.
Yeah.
The last time I saw him that, do you agree that everyone have the meaning or the vision or something, what we call of where if you vision the 使命 mission. Do you agree that everyone has a mission in their life? I'm not very sure how he replied, but he seemed very negative about that. Okay. So at that time, because I was doubting that, when I'm having all the class of the spiritual class or some self-inspiration, they keep telling you that everyone have a mission when they come to life. And so I feel very anxious that what's my mission? I think mission is something that you talk about that is like the one destination. It will never change once you find it. There is no 5 years, not something like that. You said once you find your mission, you will keep your whole life making that aspiration. So it's not very easy for us, especially in the Chinese culture or the Eastern culture. I think there's actually some culture problems because in the Western culture, it's more possible for the children to explore themselves because they seem to have the culture to express themselves, right? But it's not very easy for the Eastern culture children to express themselves. Oh, for this moment, I really I have a very wonderful, interesting ideas that I think you are very Western. During our dinner tonight, we just talk about our patterns, reacting we don't like. You are the one that will go to the person that made you unhappy to ask why nicely. Nicely, very important. Not angrily. But I am not a person like that. I think you in this perspective, from this perspective, you are really Western. You are more likely to express yourself, to step forward a little bit, to connect with something, to build up the real connection. But for me, that it seems that I have a lot of connection, but sometimes I feel not that real. Because if I feel unhappy of someone or I feel hurt because of I just keep still. I'm more Eastern. I reject to express myself, to show myself. I would like to hide myself from my feelings. So from this perspective, what a new pattern I find that.
Oh, that's cool. But at this point, I think that I had a new idea that maybe it's not the Eastern or Western culture. Because in Western environment, there's still some people, they don't know their value or they are struggling in fighting their mission. So it's not about the cultural things. It's about it's about the awareness, I think.
Awareness of what? I'm curious. Self-aspiration? Or what do you think of that?
I don't know. I just think that this problem also happens in the Western culture. So
yes,
it's not only the cultural background. And for me, I think that my change, I used to. I'm not sure right now. I'm also a introvert person as well, and sometimes I also in the self-doubt. But I think one the the time that I change or become more open to the different situations, and then is the that I would like to express this thankfulness to David, because he's really a good person, a good friend that she always encourage and also listen to what I shared or what I encountered without judgment. So I think I also learned from him about all these things. And then I also gathered my knowledge and also my experience about this understanding, and also frank conversations on. I learned this from the books as well, because I love reading those kinds of the conversations, also the spiritual, like it's the mindset things. I think that is the time that I can learn, and also I apply and also get the feedbacks in Toastmasters journey. In our leadership times, we met many cases, and some people are tough, and some cases are very touching because their feedbacks, like Rebecca's and also Alex, their supports are always strong, and there. I think that I also get this inner strength from my journey in Toastmasters. I really loved the Toastmasters journey.
It's actually Galaxy, right? Yes, we should share this video to our Galaxy families. That's how both of us benefit from this family members and our journeys in Toastmasters.
Yeah,
it's also a lot of ups and downs. For you, right? Is that true? It's for me that there is ups and downs in Toastmasters. Even though I was just here for only one year and a half.
You've made a big progress. Yeah, and
because of you.
Yeah, I want to come back to the moment that when you're also saying that you are smart. I think that is true. You are smart because you are willing to open your weakness and also your sad choice to me, and also to the person that around you, so that your surroundings can know that you are struggle and that you feel sad. If not, you hide. Because I think this also our Galaxy is quite friendly, right? so that you can show your weakness.
Yes.
At that point. I think that for some people, they I know that some officers or members, they feel struggled in this journey too, but maybe they are not willing to open their heart, or also to willing to accept the feedback. So you are clever in receiving the feedbacks and sharing your vulnerability, and then you get stronger and stronger. Yes,
I think this is something called energy, right? Before this video, we're just talking about something called energy. Yeah. When I came to Toastmaster, especially came to Galaxy, so I met someone, Lavender and Alex and Rebecca and a lot of wonderful guys in this club. So they make me feel safe. So I think this is very the point that I can open myself. So as I open myself, so they can accept my sincerity. So they would like to offer me more kindness. And their kindness will support me to open myself more. So this is a very positive cycle, something called positive. Yeah. So we can keep like this. Now I want to thanks to David. When you describe how nice was David. Yeah, I think this is at that moment. What I want to say is this is exactly what you do for me. Being friend, be a very good listener, and very generous of offering positive feedback and positive support. You said that is how David have done to you.
Yeah, influence me.
Yes, and this is how I influenced by you, because what you describe about Davis is also what I feel about you. That is how you do to me. So, wow.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, so I think, wow, I need to thank David. David, thank you. Yeah, how we spread love. How we spread love.
The energy spreads as well. This is also the life. I really love this short phrase, life after life. It means that one person influence another, and then he spreads. And I think that because I still like kept talking with David, and sometimes I also share with my new discovery about myself with him, and he also feel that, wow, that's amazing that I did that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so,
it's so nice.
Wonderful.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
So actually, up till now, I think when I share my story about finding new jobs and you share your experience in Toastmaster, actually, what's the common place of our stories? I think it's support. You have the support from David, and I have the support from you, from Rebecca.
Yeah.
And so I think actually support is very important in our life. Or let me say, I think it's the feeling of being supported is very important in your life. Where sometimes when I'm offering support, but if you are having the very low energy, maybe you don't have the capability to recognize the support that I offer. Yeah. But I think the feeling of being supported is very important. So, wow. I think, at this moment, I find a very significant thing to improve our life quality is find a feeling of being supported and try to offer the feeling of supported to others. So our relationship will improve. Yes, how we connect with each other.
Yes, definitely. You know why I named this podcast as Quality Now?
No. Why? Why?
You didn't hear my second episode.
No. Yeah, I keep finding new jobs. I'm like, my time.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
why?
Because it's one love language in the five love language.
Quality time, right?
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah, I make it more actionable. So I name it as Quality Now.
You know. Oh, sorry. I have another appreciation for you. Every time I talk to you, why I keep finding you to keep finding opportunity to talk with you, because every time I talk you are so focused on me. I shared my story with you a long time ago. I'm not really sure you have the memory that during my childhood I talked with my parents.
Yeah.
But they have no focus at all. They just playing phones, watching TV. Yeah. And nobody was listening to me.
That's the meaning of the quality time, which means that you need to be fully present. Like you keep focus for 10 minutes. It's better than you spend for 1 hour, but you are distracted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that experience made me very hurt. So I think why I got a lot of kindness, or why I have the feeling of being supported by you, so I can have the energy to recognize your kindness. Because even though sometimes I think I play kind to others, but maybe they didn't receive my kindness, but I can receive your kindness because your way of showing the kindness has a very important starting of very important atmosphere, that you are so focused on me, and I have a very strong need of being focused.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And why I recall back to the quality the quality now, because when you said that the theme tonight that we talk about is the support and being supported.
Yeah.
And I think it's also the way or the name of the love. Yeah, because love is not only like amongst in the family members or intimate relationship, but it also lies in the common or acquaintances, because we can show our love to all the people around us. And from to show your love and also receive the love, that is also the journey that we can still explore. Sometimes that we might not. I think that I'm not good at in the intimate relationship, because I feel that currently I don't want to step into that period now. But I think that it's also an ability to show your love and also receive love from others.
I can understand your feeling, but from my perspective, I think you are really good at it. I told you in the Xinjiang journey, I went travel with you.
Yeah.
When we come back, we are still friends. Yes, it's very. I can speak very frankly about my fear of intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I also recognize it's very necessary to the relationship problems, very significant in my life. But I didn't have the bravery to deal with that problem. But because I recognize I have the problem, because I don't know how to deal with relationship. But you, to me, no, I think you're very good at, for example, keeping the relationships, or because I think you're very brave. I shared my the observation of your pattern, right? If you have the desire to keep the relationship with someone, and if he or she done something that make you uncomfortable, you will talk to him or her directly and nicely.
That's what I am also on the way to be more skillful at it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're very skilled at that. Oh, skillful enough for me.
That's great. So I think, that's really good that I am, I make my progress, and that I am forward, I am ahead of you in this kind of skill.
Yes.
And then I can share my experience with you, and then you can move forward too.
Yeah. Keep learning, honey. Keep learning so you can share more. You can teach me. Teach me.
So I have my expectation,
What?
Influence others when you are more skillful. Yeah. I really love the movies, and this movie also recommended by David.
Oh, what?
Yeah, look, Pay It Forward.
What is the Chinese name?
I don't
know. Which country?
I don't remember. The general thing is that when you receive the love from others, or you receive the kindness from one person, you don't need to be totally or give the love back to this person. Actually, in contrast, to express or to give back his kindness, the best way you can do is to express it to more people.
Yes.
I remember one thing in the movie is that how you can spread one thing to many people is that is in the classroom, and then one boy gave the answer is that he gave this is the one point, and then he shared to this two person, and then this two person gave to more person. So it's it's all from this point, and it spreads to all around and more people. So I really love that movies, and I also love the idea of the pay it forward. It means that
pay it forward.
Yeah, right. It means that if I am when for example, when you are a new member join the galaxy, since I am the old member here, I will show my kindness to you.
Yes.
And I didn't expect that you give pay the same amount of this kindness back to me. But if you can when you are more get accustomed or more usual to this club, and then you can also welcome the new members. And
you know what it's called?
What?
Unconditional love. Right? I think this is the truth of the unconditional love.
Really?
You share your love with me, but you never expect my feedback of love for you.
Yeah.
So I think this is the unconditional love. So why we have a lot of intimacy or relationship problem, because I love you, but you
You need to love me back.
yes, this is what I expect when I told you that I love you. So I will feel very hurt. I will feel very struggle when I find some of the details of something that how you speak to me, how you treat me, that I find that, oh, you didn't love me as I expected. So I have those very bad feelings. But if we have the unconditional love, I just tell you that I love you. That's all. That's the end. That's the end. I don't expect anything at all. So I think this is why this is so powerful as what you do when you spread those kindness to me, because it's unconditional. You didn't expect anything from me. So I feel really loved. So that is the I think the starting point, that because I received the real love, and real love is really powerful. So I have the desire or capability to share what I receive from you to the others. And I think this is exactly what I'm doing right now in the club. But I didn't recognize this until you say it out tonight. But I think this is what we are exactly doing. And this is how I can spend a lot of time here in this club. And this is also why some of the members decided to leave. Because maybe they didn't receive the love, or there is some significant change in their life routines or something like that. But I think it's very important for us to make the choice to stay or keep the relationship. At least it's very important for me. If I didn't have those strong memory, the good memory from when we have the connection, maybe we won't have this episode at all tonight. Lavender will be talking to other person. Yes. So
yeah, I think it's really like magical. For me, it's also more easy to. I think maybe that is the point that I can stay so positive.
Why?
Because I don't have like too much expectation.
Wow, yeah, that's the point.
And it's just like
yeah,
maybe it's also the point that I want to share another concept that from the 7 habits of the high efficiency.
I know.
Yeah, the first point is that you cannot control the others or the reactions of others.
Yes.
But the only thing that I can control is what I do. So I set up my expectation and also do the things I love to do, but I don't like expect that people do back to me. And so when people do different things to me, I can also choose my own way of reaction. I can be angry, or I can I can choose to not like get away, or how to say get along with him or one person that I didn't like in the future. But I will not let it like be my down point for a long time.
Wise lady. I think yes, you say it. Yeah, you point out the most significant thing. Oh, this is why. I think this is the most biggest difference between you and me. You have no expectations. I have a lot of expectations. I just share all my expectation with you during our dinner tonight, right?
Yeah.
You can share with the others.
1 or 2 points as well.
Oh no, it's very embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it.
No. You know, sometimes sharing the your failure or your down points can also inspire the persons who are struggling with this point.
No. It's if I share it to maybe everyone in front of the video will feel, oh, Coco is really mean. don't want that.
Okay.
But the sorry pattern is actually that I did something good to someone, and I feel very sad and very angry, maybe a little bit angry, or maybe very angry. I didn't recognize that, and I feel very sad, and yeah, very sad and heartbroken because he didn't give me any reply at all.
Response.
Yes, no response. And I feel very angry with myself, actually, I think, because I keep doing this for many times. In the story I share with you. So I'm not really sure what happened to the guys on the opposite, but yes. So you talk about expectations. Say I think I didn't recognize this of myself, but actually I think I have the expectation of being appreciated. I want to receive his thanks. I want to receive his recognition. I want to receive the feedback, any feedback that can make me feel that, oh, Coco is very kind. Coco is a kind person. Yes. But I didn't recognize that. So all I know is I feel very hurt, I feel very sad, and I don't want to talk with that guy anymore. But I still keep something like that, so I hurt myself again and again. So it's also very ridiculous of me. I think this is one of the most ridiculous pattern of myself, of how I'm doing those relationship problem. But I think that's most important pattern of this is actually I have expectations. So even though I didn't say it out, but when I share my pattern and the story right now in front of the video, I also have the expectation for all the audience in front of the video that no, Coco is okay. So if you, dear friends, in front of the camera, if you tie something that Coco is really mean, it will get me hurt. But if I have no expectation, I think it's okay for me to, if I have those reply, or if I don't have the expectation, I will think that I don't need the reply from the guy I was talking about in the conversation. So yeah, expectation is killing. But I think it's also very normal, actually. Even though no one tell me that, I would like to talk to myself that I think expectation is very normal because, recently I'm also reading some of the books talking about the Buddha, the wisdom from the Buddha. And that from the wisdom of the Buddha, they keep saying one thing, that expectation is one of the miserable, it's one of the keys that make you feel miserable about your life. So it's also very normal for you to hear, maybe for you to hear that, to put it down, to let go of your expectation. Do you have that? I have heard it. I think it's one of the very wonderful thing about Lavender, that you keep reading books and you have the lessons and you talk to some wise guys like David and Rebecca and even Alex. I think he's also a very wise man. Yeah. And you can learn from them. But I think I don't know why, I didn't recognize myself of the low capability of learning, but I find myself do very bad in learning because I also have a lot of lessons. I also read a lot of books, but I know a lot of wisdom language. For example, let go of your expectation, don't have expectation or something like that. But I still have an expectation.
No.
Love me now.
No, I think it's not about the patterns, or it's all your experience,
Experience, life experience, right?
Yeah, and also no. Even though you said that you repeat doing all these things that you make you down.
Yeah.
But also it's all this like the previous practice that make you be more conscious about this problem, and maybe in the latter time you might get the ability or get information to deal with it.
Really?
Yes, I think like the previous things, and if you don't have the previous practice or these guys or these conversations, maybe you don't think it a problem. Then you don't have the opportunity to figure out this, or maybe like lower your expectation. I think it's all the things that we met is not a what I want to say. I mean that the bad experience are also the things that we can make full use of.
What did make you stronger? So you want to say that? Oh no, it's not that serious. Okay. Yes. I also heard a lot of the wisdom sharing, like what you said just now. But what I keep thinking about is, do you agree about the idea that everybody has his own lesson of his life, right?
Lesson or mission?
Lesson of his life.
Why?
You know,
I don't understand it.
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah.
每个人都有自己的人生课题。
Lessons.
Yeah, lessons of your life. Do you agree about that?
I don't understand. What's the...
Okay.
Do you mean that one problem to fix?
Yes. So I think for me, it's actually the relationship problem, because I didn't have the explanation for myself that why I keep doing the same thing again and again. Besides the guy I was talking with you during our dinner, before him, there is a lot of guys. Even though my intimacy relationship, in my for my speech during our 900 meeting, I shared my story about many wonderful guys in my life, but I didn't have the opportunity to start up the relationship with them. You know, that's when I making the preparation for the speech. I told you that I make the preparation seeing our journey in Xinjiang. You know, that's during the 2 months what I keep thinking about is it's very ridiculous for me to experience the same thing again and again. So yes, just want to talk about this. Wow, your past experience will shape you the pattern and will give you the energy to overcome it. What I feel very confused of is why I keep repeating this from my very young age, right? Maybe 6 or even earlier age. I already have my relationship problem at that time. I have problem making friends since in the kindergarten. Yeah. I'm not really sure how many people would have the problems of making friends since you're kindergarten, but actually I am that kind of guy. So that's why I share with you that the junior high school.
How?
Yeah. Yes. So, how long? Wow, more than 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get into a quick conclusion. Is that no? I think that the one thing is that that problem might be not our problem. You know, sometimes you can change the environment. You know, like for example, for the work that you feel not comfortable at the first or second your job, then you find another environment like that you can fully use your advantage. Use the English skills. Okay, that's never mind.
It's also very kind of her. She said it's not my problem. It's the other guy's problem.
Of course, you can fix the problem, and maybe it's not a problem. Just let it go. Yeah. Okay. And this is the end. Since is the close time of the cafe, so we need to leave, and that's the end of our conversation. And we'll get the next time. Yes. Next episode. Okay.
Wow, it's very great for me. Where I didn't make the math.
Oh. Wait.
You make it.
I make it right now. Oh, okay. We can make it together.
Can it recognize the two heart?
I think can.
I doubt it. But it's very beautiful. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's okay.
Thank you. See you next time. If you want to see me again.